is Emily Ross, LPC. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you hit subscribe and adjust your notifications to get all our free mental health content. We're here today at Climber Ranch with Marion and Sarah. They're going to walk me and two unsuspecting volunteers through a typical equine assisted therapy session. I have to admit, I was just there for the horses. I truly did not expect to have any trapped emotions come out for me, and I was not prepared for how profound this experience was going to be.
Equine Assisted Psychotherapy really honors the natural behavior of horses. Horses are very skilled at keeping themselves safe and also at survival. Through EAP, we really entrust the horses to help us find our good emotional health. It brings out powerful metaphors in our own patterns, strengths, and also the nonverbal messages that we send others in our world. Today, we're going to have each person grab a halter and walk out and try to choose a horse to put that halter on. After you get the halter on the horse, then I will have you just lead the horse back to where we're standing. The other piece to be very mindful of is the fact that a lot of times with equine assisted psychotherapy, it can be a less threatening environment than traditional talk therapy. So in combination with both, sometimes it can help people discover their challenges or some of the things that hold them back in life.
So at this point, if you could see my face, I'm starting to get really discouraged. The horse I wanted, Robin, one of the volunteers, really had an easy time harnessing. So now I'm left with these two horses that really seem to be mocking us, right? Dylan and I both are, Dylan's the other volunteer, we're just not having it as easy as Robin seemed to make it. And as I'm watching Dylan also start to connect to a horse, I start to feel really, really discouraged. And I didn't expect to feel that. And every time I would walk up to that horse and the horse would run, these feelings of abandonment, literally, which I know sounds silly out loud, but I was feeling abandoned. And I really thrive on being able to connect. That's what I do, is I connect with souls, right? And not just human souls in therapy, but usually with animals. And I wasn't feeling like I could connect, and I was trying to. And then I started to get embarrassed. I was feeling really humiliated. Like, here are these two people who are significantly younger than me that don't connect for a living, and I can't get this horse to come to me, and I couldn't figure out why not. So at this point, I start to ask for help. I'm like, Marion, Sarah, what do I do? What am I not doing right? What can I do better? Like, what am I doing wrong? And I really wanted to go back over to the chairs and just start crying. I was so overwhelmed and so emotional, and the feelings that I was feeling were so confusing for me, because I'd come here expecting to just have fun playing with horses, right? But this is therapy, and sometimes therapy is not fun.
All right. Here we go again.
All right.
So
she's still trying to get away.
normally, what we would have done is you would have stayed out there not as long, but a long time without trying to figure out how to do the halter, how to figure that out, because that's part of what the exercise is. But in the interest of time and where we're at and stuff, we obviously circumvented in that a little bit. So,
Thank goodness.
so what was that like for you?
That was really hard for me because I take a lot of my sense of self-worth. I gain a lot of sense of self-worth on my ability to connect, and I feel like I used to be better at that with horses in particular, but animals in general. And so I at first I went in with like patience, like they don't know me and it might take me a minute. But then as they actively ran away from me, I wanted to cry. Like I was like, what's wrong with my energy? I might have even said it out loud. Like I liked their wild energy because they would run, and I was like, yeah, me too. But so like I didn't really understand why they didn't like me, and I felt, oh, it's gonna make me I felt really rejected, and that was it was a bigger emotion than I expected to get from this, right? Like, I didn't anticipate all that. So it was really impactful to me personally. And then Marion and I spoke a little bit on the side about abandonment and fears of rejection, and that is what they were showing me. It brought up all my kidney meridian stuff. They just knew and helped me connect to. And now look how sweet she's being to me because I'm sad. You did such a good job. Thank you.
So that is the purpose of this. I mean, that little bit of time brought up things that maybe would have taken us hours in the therapy room to bring up.
Or months or years, really, because I don't really connect to that emotion like that. But that was an experience that brought it up really against my will. And because I wasn't prepared to defend against it, it just showed up. And it was there, and it was already there. But like, at one point I almost came over here and just sat down and cried. And I was like, you can't do that. Like, but I really could have just came and cried. I'm curious what would have happened if I had. But
But as I say, it's kind of amazing.
it's really amazing. Horses are definitely amazing.
All right, Miss Robin.
This is my new best friend. It was so like peaceful. I feel like the horse I chose is very reflective. I picked the one in the corner. I picked the one in the corner and sat and talked with it in the corner, and I had to explain like everything I was doing to it. I was like, I'm gonna try to put the thing on you. I don't want to hurt you. I don't want to make you uncomfortable. And is that a little boy?
Yes.
Okay. And he was so patient and sweet. And then, like, once I actually got it on him, we just walked around. I was like, do you want to go see the dogs? Do you want to go see the fence that we just sat by for, like, 3 minutes? Can I brush you? And, like, he lets me pet him, and he's doing the weird lip chomp thing. But I let him sniff me like a cat. Like, I hold my hand out, and I'm like, do you want to sniff me? You're not doing it now, huh? Yeah. Are we not friends? No, babe. I thought we were friends. Look, do the sniff thing. It's cute. Like, kind of like that. But, like, he'll, like, rest his head. Yeah, like this. Look, he'll, like, rest his head over by me. I think it's sweet. I don't know. I'm proud of myself. I didn't think the horse would like me. Right? You're so cute.
All right, Dylan. What was it like for you?
It's very hard. Kind of like they Robin was saying. I felt like I was doing this kind of more it didn't want to trust me. He really seemed to just want to be on his own for a minute. But once I got close to him and actually let him warm up to me, he just kind of softened up and just let me right up. And I can feel it just how in tune we are right now. It's amazing.
That would be the proper thing, and I don't know what's
What do? You drop the thing?
drop the rope
And then just walk around.
and walk around and just see what happens.
See what
Me
happens.
first. You can go first.
You first, Robin.
Come on, buddy. How far do I go?
That's probably good. And just go around him. Yeah, just a circle around. He needs to be with it. But he's kind of steady too. Huh?
Is that good? Did I do good?
Yep.
He was tired of stepping on his rope.
Do I bring the? Do I hold the thing?
Yeah, that was good.
He like stood, but he also followed me. I didn't really know what. I thought I did it wrong.
No, there's probably really no wrong way. It's just to see how they react to you.
Want to go next to me?
I'll let you go there.
Come on, Miss Erica.
You're so pretty. You did so good.
Come in. Going slow. Look right here, okay? You see there. Good girl. Thank you. Thank you for saying.
Okay, that was good.
You did so good.
I didn't really know what she'd do. Yeah, that's fun.
I gave her a pep talk before we went up there.
Me too.
I really did. I said, please don't leave me. I did.
Yeah.
I was like,
Great. She's like, all right, I got this.
You did so good. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You're tripping over yourself. I loved it.
I also need one, which I'm out. And I was like, this box may seem a little confusing, so I'm gonna have to let you go.
All right, Bubba. You're not a Bubba.
You're so pretty. You've been so sweet. That's your friend.
You did so. Let me get this up and have you figure stuff out.
Any feedback on that one?
On what one?
What we just did?
I was brushing Lyle. I'm sorry. I wasn't.
No, just in general.
Oh,
Oh. I liked it. I feel like I got just the right response.
Did you feel like you did it right?
Yeah.
What about you, Dylan?
I could feel the trust just not there initially, but once I started just kind of connecting again, that the trust opened right up and he let me walk right around him.
I was more beforehand watching Lyle and Robin go up. I started to give Erica a pep talk, like, look, this is what we're doing, and you're not supposed to leave me, because I really felt like the minute I dropped it, she was gonna take off. Like, I'm free. See, she's like, I didn't. I stayed. So I was so relieved when she stayed that I don't know. I was just relieved. Do you want us to let him free?
Can I guess? It's fine.
Yeah, take the whole thing.
It was interesting for me to, knowing these horses pretty well, to see their different personalities. Like, Lyle totally just wanted to be with you. And Benjamin was like, I think I should stay, but he never took his eyes off you. And Erica knew exactly where you were the whole time too. I mean, like, she didn't move, but she knew you were there. And knew she wasn't about to leave. You know, it was interesting for me, yeah, to see.
What do you think it means? What does that mean?
I don't know. I mean,
Connection,
I think it's
maybe,
just,
or
it's
just comfort, trust?
Trust, honestly. If they didn't trust you, they weren't going to see you.
Right.
Oh, okay.
They're going to be, I don't care how
And they're
broke
quick.
they are.
They're quick learners of the people that they're around.
Yeah.
Like it's interesting when you start different personalities interact with them differently. So,
That's it.
and it's kind of interesting. One of the things that I find is that a lot of times when this is going on, you're out migrating. You migrate to the horse that you may want.
So I really wanted love him, and so I really wanted to migrate towards him. And then I saw that he was going towards her, so and that started my insecurity, you know. And so I was talking out there. I talk all the time, but I was talking out there, and it's like I loved their energy, that they were wild and that they were running, and that they were like, I'm not sure if I'm gonna let you connect to me. I liked it at first, and I was like, yeah, I'm like you. But then when I had more trouble getting them, I felt like to choose me, that's when I started to just kind of let the let it was emotional.
It was interesting for me, yeah, to see.
What do you think it means? What does that mean?
I don't know. I mean,
Connection,
I think it's
maybe,
just,
or
it's
just comfort, trust.
trust, honestly. If they didn't trust you, they weren't going to see you.
Right.
Oh, okay.
They're going to be, I don't care how
And they're
broke
quick.
they are.
They're quick learners of the people that they're around.
Yeah.
Like it's interesting when you start different personalities interact with them differently. So,
That's it.
and it's kind of interesting. One of the things that I find is that a lot of times when this is going on, you're out migrating. You migrate to the horse that you may want.
So I really wanted love him, and so I really wanted to migrate towards him. And then I saw that he was going towards her, so and that started my insecurity, you know. And so I was talking out there. I talk all the time, but I was talking out there, and it's like I loved their energy, that that they were wild and that they were running and that they were like, not sure if I'm gonna let you connect to me. I liked it at first, and I was like, yeah, I'm like you. But then when I had more trouble getting them, I felt like, to choose me, that's when I started to just kind of let the sounds, yeah, like